I know it's shocking. Just bear with me for a while and we will get there, okay? So this is not gonna be a documentary like video. If you want that, if you want all the juicy stuff, you can go and watch Rockfeed video on As I Lay Dying recent situation. My video is more focused on to observe the behavior behind what is going on. As you might know, I'm a psychologist. Of course, I'm not here to diagnose anyone, because you can do that. To diagnose someone, to say that someone has this or that or whatever, you have to do an extensive interview in person, and there's a lot of things involved. It's not that easy. But what I'm doing here, it's observing, the behavior, that it's actually what psychology is. And I'm about to start my master's degree on behavioral conduct psychology. Sorry if I'm not saying the correct terms, because of course, as you might notice, English is not my first language. And the thing is that some terms might be different. So yeah, I'm studying the psychology on my language, and of course not in English. So the thing here, it's I want to observe. I would say analyze, but some people might say or think that I am a psychoanalyst, therapist, but I'm not. That's other part of psychology, but I'm not one. Okay, so I'm gonna start right off by saying that, of course, we know the history of As I Lay Dying, more specifically the history of Tim Lambesis. And I remember back then when all this happened, I was shocked, because at first I thought that it was a mistake or something like that. I'm not a big fan of As I Lay Dying. It was just my thought that maybe there was something wrong. But it wasn't. And of course, when he came out of jail, I knew he was going to try to keep his musical career going on. At least that's what I thought. And of course, at some point, I thought that he was going to try and revive As I Lay Dying, and it's what happened. Okay, there's a lot of research about convicts and people who has been in jail about second opportunities, that they're still discriminated after they served their time on jail. It's a very complicated subject, because of course there's people that think that they shouldn't have a second opportunity, and I understand why. But at the same time, what do you do with all these people? Of course, there's some people that they make that second chance worth it, but there's other people that just fall in the same behavior. Like I said, it's a very complicated subject, but here I was like, okay, it's his second chance, but I don't know, all the topic around it was like pretty scary. It was insane, because the fact that he tried to hire a and all that stuff, I don't know, it's pretty crazy, to be honest. And watching it like that, I don't know, like it was an uncomfy situation for me to go back and listen to As I Lay Dying. I had like a conflict in me. Sometimes people is like the art is separate from the person, but I don't know. I just listened to As I Lay Dying. I said that, okay, cool, let's give him a second chance. And after a while, Nick Hippa left the band, and then the drummer and then the bassist, and seeing the comments about why they leave, at least the Nick Hippa one, that it was like the more specific one, I was like, yeah, maybe things aren't going that well with Tim. You know, it was hard from the beginning. It was something very difficult to process for them, I think. So they left. I was like, well, yeah, maybe it was for good. Then the new members arrived, new music come out like recently. What happened right now, and why I said it's not that shocking, it's because it's a behavior that we saw before. Nick Hippa said it. He wasn't feeling comfortable because of some behavior. That's why I say it's not shocking, that shocking, because we saw that behavior before, and we saw why everything fell out. What I think it's that maybe Tim Lambesis it's having like some of the same behavior and conduct that he had at the time that everything fell off, when he tried to hire the and everything. I'm not saying that Tim Lambesis is doing the same he did before. The statement that the ex-Unearth guitarist, his statement said that his morals were put to the higher test, something like that. And I'm like, okay, but we're talking that you know what Tim Lambesis did in the first place. So you're telling me that your morals are being tested beyond that? I don't know, for me it's pretty crazy. Because beyond that, what it's left, like P. Diddy and Jeffrey Epstein. Because okay, if you're telling me that hire to delete your wife don't put your morals to the test, so you're saying that there's a lot of more scary things there. That's where that things might not be well for Tim psychologically. I don't know why he didn't serve the complete. I don't know if he was supervised. I think it was, because I think that for you to have the opportunity to leave earlier, to don't serve your complete sentence in jail, a psychiatrist and a psychologist should like evaluate you, diagnose you and everything. But the guitarist said that this could have been the best second chance for this band. Some part of me was always hesitant about him. For me, he was always on a constant approval. It's what happens. I don't know if you recently have seen this assault on Jeff Nippert, that's fitness industry. As you might know, I have a video bench pressing and stuff. I like going to the gym. I was an MMA fighter for a lot of years, and you know, the assault on Jeff Nippert will have a repercussion in the way people interact with Mike Van Wyck. That was the guy who assaulted him. What I'm saying is that you earn that status, that people will be always hesitant, afraid of you, they will doubt you. At the end of the day, these people earn that status or situation. I don't know, for me, all this situation seems that he has some aggressive behavior. At least that's what I think after hearing all of the statements and how things have evolved since As I Lay Dying restarted. So I hope the best for the members that left the band and for the other members that left the band before, because you know, in the statement that the drummer that just recently left, he said that he was concerned about his mental health and integrity. So what do you mean by integrity? Why your integrity is being threatened in a music band. It's concerning. Those statements, the guitarist statement and the drummer statement, were concerning. What I read there that they didn't say, it was like they are kind of scared for whatever they saw. There's not much room to wonder what's going on when someone says that they feel that their integrity is being threatened. I think that's my 2 cents. It's more like I said, observe the behavior. Nothing that I said it's the truth or whatever. I'm just like trying to figure things out like everyone else. Hey, what's up everyone? So there's been an update about the subject. I was going to publish the first video first and then this one, but it took me forever to edit the video, so I'm putting them together. So what's the update? Feels Grosso left Asylum Dying. He previously said that he was thinking and sorting some things out about business and whatever, and where he stand about the Asylum Dying situation, but he finally came out and said that he was leaving Asylum Dying. And from my point of view, I don't think it's that shocking because all we have discussed and what he said is practically what all the other members said, that it's not a healthy environment, they don't feel safe, and that the situation is fucked up, but they can talk about it because I think, and that's a guess, but I can bet that they are chained to a non-disclosure agreement or some sort, and they can go out and tell everything. Practically, that's the long story short. So the situation is so fucked up that everyone left. Well, everyone, but who might be? But Team Lambesis. So, like I said before, I've never been like a big fan of Asylum Dying. I like some of their songs. The 2 albums that I really like are An Ocean Between Us, and I think the next one, but I don't remember the name. And I think after that happened the situation with Team Lambesis. At the time I stopped caring, and then they reunited, but then everyone left and I stopped caring about the band. I stopped caring about, you know, everything. I think that the last song, I think it's called We Are the Dead, it was a pretty good song. I don't know, this is the last time I'm gonna cover something about this band because I don't want to give Team Lambesis more spotlight or whatever. I think that he's having serious mental health issues, and for what I've seen, there's been a lot of other things involved. So yeah, this is it. It's pretty messed up. I really hope the best for Feels Grosso, Ken Susi. I don't remember the name of the bassist and the drummer, sorry, but I really hope the best for them. Asylum Dying is done. For me, it's done. I don't care anymore. So thank you for watching. I hope you like this format about giving some news and put my psychological perspective on it, because as I've said before, I'm a psychologist and I think that this was an interesting topic from a psychological standpoint. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you very much. Subscribe if you aren't subscribed. See you guys.